Thank you for joining me today. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Again, breathing in and out. And keep going. Try to increase your inhales and increase the length of your exhales. Coming back to your normal breath. Bring your hands to heart center. Begin to set an intention for today's hotel yoga. Bow your chin to your chest and begin to thank yourself for, even though we're in a confined space, you're making time for yourself. Open your eyes. If you haven't already, turn around. We're going to straighten out our legs. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. I'm not going too far because I'm trying not to round the top of my back. I'm not looking at this direction. So I'm just, my lower back will, this section, this lumbar spine here, may lower slightly or may round slightly, but I don't want to round my whole upper body. I'm trying to get a nice stretch through my hamstrings as I fold forwards. Walk the hands back. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. If this is difficult, I brought box, which are hiding behind my curtains. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. A nice deep breath in. Just let the feet settle. Let the knees settle. See if you can just let yourself ground down and relax here. Lifting up through the top of the head, but grounding down through the hips, through the knees. Walk my hands forward slightly and see if you can fold. Walking the hands back. Bringing the knees together. And we are going to come onto our backs. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring your forehead to the knees. Open the arms out to a T as best as you can. And let the knees fall to one side. Let your gaze be over the opposite shoulder. Bring the knees back to center. And again, let the knees fall in the opposite direction. Very tiny space. Letting yourself sink in towards the floor. Grounding into this new place. knees to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Coming into happy baby. Grabbing into the bottoms of the feet. Knees come in by the armpits. Try to keep your lower back down. If you need to, grab onto the ankles instead. Now, if you're in the small room, there's probably not much room for wiggling around here. So just let your body accept this pose. Everything it has to offer. Bring the knees back to center. We're going to roll up and down the spine. And see if you can come to sit. And again, we're going to straighten out the leg, lifting up through the chest as you inhale, and exhale, fold forwards. Walking the hands back. We're coming to a seated position, hands on the knees. Just do little circles here. In the other direction. Remember your intention, coming back to center. Coming onto your all fours here. Spread your fingers wide, toes tucked if you'd like, or you can have them pointed. It's up to you. Drop the belly button, lift the chest, breathe in. Breathing out, gaze goes between the knees, spread apart the shoulder blades. And inhale, drop the belly button, lift the chest for cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, gazes between the knees. Just moving between these two poses. Coming into a flat back or tabletop, walk your hands forward about a couple inches. Move your shoulders over your fingertips, lower onto your belly. Good. Hands inferior by your lower ribs. Depends how much room you have. Untuck the toes, squeeze the elbows behind you, and just lift the chest up. Not too much pressure in the hands, really squeezing those elbows back. Trying not to form too much tension in your spine here. Bring apart the shoulder blades, trying to bring the collarbones forward. And exhale, come down forehead, or maybe one of your cheeks come to the side. Coming back to center. Inhale, lift slightly. You're trying to pull your chest through your arms, so you're almost like you're pulling your hands back as you do this. Trying not to get too much tension in your back. And exhale, come back down. Again, forehead to center. Tuck the toes. Shift back to tabletop. And then tuck the toes. Lift the hips nice and high. Down dog. From down dog, you pedal out the feet. Really getting in to your calf muscles here. You can go fast if you prefer. You can go slow. You can wiggle around a little bit. Finally, find some stillness. Looking up between your hands, walk to the top of your mat. Land in a forward fold here. Bend your knees, let your belly rest on your thighs and grab opposite elbows. Just hang out here in ragdoll. Really letting your spine release. Top of your head comes down towards the mat if you can. Drop the hands down towards the floor. With that bend in your slate, very slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Your head be the last thing to come out. Inhale, lift the arms up. Next, hand start center. Now, of course, you don't get to see my head here because it's very difficult. But if you can follow me here, we're gonna inhale, lift the arms back up. Exhale, fold forwards, reach for the toes. Inhale, lift halfway so your hands are at your shins. Roll your shoulders down, your spine. You're trying to bring your collarbones forward. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back to a plank, drop the knees. We're just gonna make this simple here. We're gonna drop the belly button, lift the chest up for a cow pose. Tucking the toes, shift the hips back and up, down dog. 3 nice deep breaths, really pushing through your fingertips if you can. Feet are about hip distance. Looking up between your hands. Walk, step, or float to the top of the mat. Again, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Coming right back down, fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway. Breathing out, plant the hands, step back to a plank. Drop the knees. Inhale, lifting up into cow pose. Collarbone coming through your arms. Try not to dip too much into the back. Keeping the toes tucked, lift the hips up, nice and high, down dog. And pedaling it out here. Bringing the shoulders over the wrists, over the fingertips, drop the knees. Untuck the toes, we're going to lower onto our bellies. Can you still see me? Kind of. Bring the elbows behind you. Squeeze them, lift the chest up. For change your palms, maybe you lift a little higher. Tuck the toes, shift back and up, down dog. One more time, vinyasa. Maybe you do the full thing this time without dropping your knees, or you can. Lower, down, untuck the toes, lift the chest up as much as you're comfortable. Maybe you lift the knees up. Again, don't drop. And then shifting back and up, down dog. Bring up between the hands, walk, step, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Breathing out, hands start center. More time, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards, reach for your toes. Inhale, lifting halfway. Breathing out, fold, plant the hands, moving through the vinyasa, stepping back. And coming down through your chaturanga. Inhale, lifting as much as you're comfortable. Elbows coming behind you. Tucking the toes, shift back and up, down dog. Take a child's pose. Gently rolling up. We're going to bring our hands to our lower back, fingertips down towards our butt. Squeeze those elbows behind you, lifting up through the collarbones. Lift the chest up, squeeze those elbows. Tightening how to do it. Again, hands are down by the lumbar spine to support it. Squeeze the elbows behind you. Lifting the chest, lift the gaze up towards the ceiling. Lift those collarbones up. Bringing them through the arms. Careful not to drop back into your back. Tighten the abs and look back up. Taking a child's pose once again. Toes together, knees together, forehead to the mat. Coming into tabletop. Carefully getting your feet through here. Now I'm going to use my one block. my other block behind me. With these two blocks behind me, it's coming into a T shape. If you don't have these blocks, you can roll up a blanket, you can use a pillow and just put it underneath your chest. Then you're gonna very carefully come down onto these blocks, trying to bring the bottom of the block closest to your butt, between your shoulder blades, and you could always adjust it. The other block is gonna come underneath your head. Oh, I love this pose. Settling in, and then staying here for as long as your body needs it. Stay here forever. Remember your intention. You can pause the video here and enjoy this chest opener. And then when you're ready to remove, you can unpause it. We're very carefully roll onto one side into a fetal position and coming up to sitting. Bring your hands heart center. Know that even though this was a short yoga segment, that you've come and you've done everything you're supposed to do today, and you've still made time for yourself. Namaste.